Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel here by the Tracks Homestead. I'm Scott, and it's a rare occasion that we get to come out here into nature and actually do a camp. I'm looking really forward to this night. We got some really good food and some good adventure ahead of us. So please continue to watch, like, subscribe, and join the channel. So this will be home for the night, and first thing I guess we need to do is get a tent set up. There's a good spot right over here. We just need to clean up some sticks and pine cones and go ahead and get the tent set up. So let's get that done and start the night. As you can see there, I put 2 stakes in the tent in the front, and then I folded the tent back to put the ground sheet underneath. That way I assured that the ground sheet was exactly lined up with the outline of the tent, and we were able to perfectly maximize the ground sheet's coverage. we got the tent set up. I'll show you that in a second. It's a little bit warm right now. The temperature's probably about 74 degrees. Tonight it's going to go down to probably 49. So it's kind of hard to battle these temperatures. You know, you dress for the warmth and then you get cold at night, or you dress for the cold and you sweat during the day. So we're going to manage though. We're going to have a good time. Let me show you this tent, what we got set up. Got some vents here on the side. I'm not going to string it out. There is some rain coming in the morning, probably around 6 o'clock. I'll put out the vestibules tonight when I go to bed, so I can put my gear under there. But for tonight, or for right now, this is what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and get my sleeping bag and sleeping mat set up in the inside, and then sit down and rest a minute. It's getting warm. Okay, so I said it was going down to 49 tonight, so I opted to go with my winter sleeping pad and my summer sleeping bag. So hopefully that is enough for tonight. It should be. I expect it to not go much below 49, so we should be good. I love this sleeping bag, by the way. I don't remember what the brand is. There's the brand. But I love this sleeping bag. It is so comfortable. It'll loft up nicely after a little while. One more addition to the sleep system. I have this camping pillow, and it's not an inflatable one. I don't really care for the inflatable ones too much, although they are smaller and lighter. But this pillow here is so comfortable. It'll loft up like the sleeping bag, and it's just a great addition to your camping. And there you have it. Nice sleep system. Okay, camp is set up. Sleeping system set up. Chair, table set up. I guess the next thing is to get some firewood for tonight. But before I do that, I'm gonna step into the old beverage center here and quench my thirst. And then I'll get some firewood together. That is good. So it's probably about 6:15. Really not that hungry. I had a late lunch, so I'll probably wait till later to cook dinner. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this fire started because the mosquitoes are starting to come out, and they're pretty ferocious. So we'll go ahead and get this fire going. Ants in that log. Got that fire lit just in time. The mosquitoes are getting bad. I figured with the cooler weather tonight that they wouldn't be so bad, but it actually got pretty warm today, and I think that they got active. Once it cools down, when the sun completely goes down, they'll probably ease off a little bit, or at least I'm hoping. It got me in the arm pretty good right here, a couple little whelps. But if you keep moving, they're not so bad. Now I got the fire going, should be pretty good. So got the lantern set up for tonight, and I think I'm pretty much ready. I can just relax for a little while until it's time to start cooking dinner. Alrighty, I'm just gonna enjoy this fire a little bit and rest and get ready for dinner here in a minute. It's a nice evening. Starting to cool off a little bit. The sun's trying to go down. I think it's about 6:30, 6:45. Almost time to start getting dinner going. Show you guys what I got for dinner. Pretty good stuff. Let this fire burn and get some coals. Smoke a little bit, keep the mosquitoes away, that'd be nice. Got the radio, so if anything goes back or anything goes on back at the house, I'll know about it. Out here in the front of the property, a little hike out here, not too bad. Through the jungle. Got this little campsite set up. Come out here when I can, you know. I do other camping too, but come out here if I can just get away for a short period. I don't have to go somewhere. It's a nice little spot to camp. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping some stuff for dinner. It's getting a little later. I got a piece of aluminum foil here. I got a baked potato. Well, it's a potato, it ain't baked yet. But it's gonna be baked. I got a little salt. Got a little pepper. Got a little garlic powder. Got a stick of butter here, so I'm gonna put a little butter in here. And I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. For you who follow the channel, sorry Maverick's not with me tonight. He's at home with his mom. He's staying home with her tonight. Okay, got our baked potato. Also have some shrimp. Still a little bit frozen. I laid them out earlier, but they're still a little bit frozen. Gonna go ahead and dump them into this little pot. I'm gonna throw a little bit of butter in there. Good size chunk of butter. Okay, we're gonna throw
Definitely some garlic in there. Garlic shrimp's the best. And we're gonna throw a little bit of Italian seasoning in there. Give them a little bit of Italian seasoning. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Gotta throw some of this in with your shrimp. Put the lid on there so no bugs get in there. And then put these steaks out so they can warm up a little bit. Got some sirloins here. Beautiful sirloins. Just beautiful. And we're gonna put a little bit of salt on there. Not too much salt though. Just enough salt. Shout out to Matt Posa. He never puts too much salt on his food. Let's put a little pepper on there. Hope you guys are seeing this okay. Flip them over. Yeah. That's gonna be good. Look at that. I like a little bit of onion powder on my steaks. Hopefully they don't fall off of there. We're just gonna let them warm up a little bit by the fire. And we'll go ahead and put our potato on here. Let's give this a little stir. We'll stick our potato down in there so it can start cooking. That's a good spot for it. That is, we need some onions for our steak. I like onions on the steak. I think if you don't have a little onion on your steak, then you're missing out. Onion here, a little half onion abroad. And we're just gonna cut that up a little bit. Just like so. Put that in our frying pan here. Yeah. Okay. And of course, gotta have some butter if you're gonna saute some onions. So put a little chunk of butter in there. And you know, I never tried any Old Bay on my onions, but let's try a little of that. That sounds good. Give it a little dash there. Let's try that. I've never tried that before. That sounds like it could be good. All right, I think dinner is prepped. Wait for this potato to cook a little bit, and we'll get the rest of this on the fire, and then we can eat. Alright, just like so. It's getting perfect amount of heat. Slowly warm them up because they were still a little frozen, so I want to kind of cook them slow. And for our steaks, I have the titanium grill here. Just like so. we'll give it a minute and we'll get them steaks on. I like my steaks rare, so they don't take too long. Okay, our shrimp look like they're cooking good. Let's check them out. Yeah, starting to boil a little bit in the butter. Looking nice. I guess we can go ahead and get the steaks and the onions on. The potatoes over there in the corner, it looks like it's probably done. So I say we get dinner going here. As a matter of fact, let me check this potato. Yeah, it's probably done. Ooh, hot. Let's just set it back here a little bit so it can cool down. Let's get some coals underneath this for the steak. Ooh, a little too much. Too much. That's a good one there. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Get those steaks cooking, and we can go ahead and put our onions on. Put them back here. They don't take much. Go ahead and get these steaks on. Those beautiful steaks. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Oh yeah. That's gonna be so good. Go ahead and get our tater out of here. Set it over here on this log and let it cool so I can get the onions down here. It seems to be nice and hot right in here. Let them onions cook up. Ooh, it's gonna be a feast. This is gonna be a feast. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Starting to get hungry now, guys. Looking at this food and smelling this food. I wish you guys were here to smell it. It sure smells wonderful. Really appreciate you guys following along and watching my videos. It really helps out a lot. I want that onion to catch the flame right there. Did you see that? It was sticking up and that flame tried to get a hold of it. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All notifications. And don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out. Camping meal of champions right there, baby. Woo. That's a feast. Time to eat. What to try first? This looks so good. Give me a piece of this steak and see how it turned out. That was delicious. Couldn't quite finish all that potato. I left one little shrimpy, but it was delicious. I'm stuffed. Dishes are done. All right. Ah, now it's time to relax. Hey everybody. Sun went down. It's pretty much dark.
just been sitting here enjoying the fire. Temperature's dropping too. Mosquito right there. Temperature's dropping down quite a bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the other stake in the tent for the vestibule in the back, because we are expecting rain about 6:30 in the morning, 6:30. So I want to make sure all my gear's stacked under the vestibule for the night, just in case if it does rain. Hopefully not, because I got a good breakfast planned for us. And yeah. So I guess let's go ahead and put that stake in and close up the vestibule.
I don't know if you can see that.
Last beer of the night here. I don't know what time it's getting to be, but I'm thinking it's probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sure tastes good. It's nice to be out here camping. Very nice. Nice and quiet tonight too. Hear a couple frogs and a dog off in the distance barking. I don't know if you can hear that, but could be coyotes. We have a lot of coyotes around here. I just heard something in the woods behind me. Not sure what that was. Could have been a pine cone falling. But like I was saying, we have a lot of coyotes around here. Last year, you could hear them every single night just carrying on. You know, we have the railroad tracks over here on the side of the property, and they would run up and down those railroad tracks all hours of the night just carrying on. And I was worried about Maverick, you know. He's a big German Shepherd. I'm sure he could handle a couple coyotes, but if there was a bunch of them, they would definitely take him down. And I worry about that with him, you know. He stays in the house at night, so that's good. I don't have to worry about that, but sometimes I'm out here 4 in the morning, you know, doing chores, farm chores, and I let him out with me, and I'm always worried that there's going to be a bunch of coyotes. So I keep a close eye on him. And there's a big spider just coming down on me. Well, I guess he wasn't that big, but he was trying to land on my head, and that's not something that I really like. Yeah, so I really enjoy you guys being along in this adventure with me and having a great time. Nice fire, good food, great food, and decent weather, you know. The mosquitoes were out earlier, right before it got dark, but they seem to went away. They seem to have went away. And I'm thinking it's probably because it's getting cooler. Temperature's definitely dropping down. And of course the smoke. Seemed like as soon as I lit the fire, they kind of went away, so maybe it was the smoke. And the wood was a little wet, so, you know, it smoked a lot at first till it got hot, but it's not smoking so much now. So, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and
finish this last beer and see what time it is then. So it's been about an hour and a half. I think it's about 10:30. Temperature has really dropped. I just looked and it's down to 58 already. So it's really starting to cool off. I think I'm gonna finish this last beer and let this fire die down, and then I think I'm gonna head towards bed. I like to hang my trash up in a tree overnight because of the coyotes and of course raccoons and other animals. So there you go. Especially if it's gonna rain, you can take your chair, leave it together, and it'll fit perfectly in this vestibule. At an angle, just like that. Then you take your towel, you set it in the chair. Just like so. And that'll keep it up off the ground. If it rains, any splashing, running underneath, keep your pack totally dry. And from the other side, I'll try to set my shoes on top of my pack too. Keep them up off the ground from any creepy crawlers crawling in at night. Alright, YouTube. All in the tent, tucked in, ready to go to sleep. Let's see, I'm in my sleeping bag. And it is very, very comfortable. I think I'm gonna sleep good tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. And we'll be back early in the morning making some breakfast. For you guys, it'll be the next frame. But for me, it'll be early in the morning. Alright, YouTube. Good night. Good morning. Oh, didn't sleep as good as I thought I was gonna sleep. But it wasn't too bad. Temperature definitely dropped down. It's pretty chilly this morning. Damp. A lot of moisture in the air. It's supposed to be raining here soon. So I guess I'm gonna get up and try to get some breakfast going. Definitely some coffee. And pack this stuff up and get out of here hopefully before the rain comes.
cup of coffee. Well, it's like the rain's trying to move in. Trying to decide whether I want to cook a breakfast or just pack up and get out of here. Looks like it's gonna rain soon. I think what I'm gonna do is pack up a lot of the stuff and then decide whether I'm gonna make a breakfast this morning. I got some farm fresh eggs from the chicken coop, and I got a couple pieces of bacon. Well, I got my sleep system packed up, as you can see. And now it's starting to rain. Well, I guess I'm gonna stick everything in the tent and sit in there for a minute and see if it's gonna stop. Okay, so I sat in the tent for about 15 minutes, maybe 10. And it rained, little sprinkle, and now it stopped. I looked at the radar and there's a pretty big storm coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this all packed up, and I'll bring you back when I'm done packing up. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to skip breakfast this morning. Don't want to be stuck out here in pouring down rain. So let me get this stuff packed up and then I'll talk with you then. Okay, I got the campsite all cleaned up, and I think I'm gonna get out of here before the rain comes. It's getting pretty dark. If you like this video and you like following along, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all notifications, and don't forget to hit that like button. I'm Scott, here by the Tracks Homestead, and we got a lot of adventures ahead of us. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you on the next one.